Well, we said multiple times that we saw this little, what looked like a creek bed over here that was dry the entire time we've come over to this plot. But it snowed incredibly heavy this year. And as we guessed, there's definitely water that runs through here, so that's pretty cool. I doubt it will be very long, probably just in the spring after some heavy rains or snow melt off, but it's neat nevertheless. So just there is the road, and then it comes through in the culvert, and then it runs down. I think what it does is it runs down along our boundary line, which is the old rock wall. And then there's a point where it actually, I'm gonna get over here real quick and show you a little bit of it running down next to this rock wall. As it runs down the property line, it actually cuts almost diagonally across our property line. Our property line continues back that way, and then it comes and cuts across this way. All right, my curiosity got the better of me, and I think I'm right. So there's the rock wall up there, if you can see that. And it is kind of turning away from it. So the rock wall continues that way, and then it just starts to cut really sharply across our land. If I was better prepared, I'd kind of hike through here and see if it runs down to that area I was just saying with all the little waterfalls. But I'm in shorts, and there are a lot of brambles tearing up my legs. As you can see, the land is pretty dense. I mean, it's 4.5 acres, and just up there is actually where our plot site will be, or home build site. And then there's just a pretty quick drop off that brings you down to this lower land. But it's pretty neat to be out here in the spring and see this little creek running, and I just wanted to share that with you. We're gonna get a few things going, so hopefully we can get some more videos up for you guys. We're gonna get the land graded, and we're going to get that little garage built. And actually this morning we just went and looked at a little camper. It was only $2,500 because, as you can imagine, for $2,500 it wasn't in the best shape. However, it doesn't need to be perfect. We just need a place to stay while we get our build going. And Rachel and I are pretty handy, so there's not probably too much that we couldn't handle in there to get it repaired. As you can see here in the shade, there's actually quite a bit of snow. So maybe we'll have our little stream running for a little bit longer as this all melts off. So this is that little stream emptying out at the bottom of our land, actually. So at the top, it started in what would be the southwest corner, I believe, over there. And then it comes down, and now it's crossing across what I believe would be maybe the middle of the lower half of our property. And this is the next property line. This is the neighbor that's actually like on the other street. I have no idea how many acres they have or who they are, but we cannot see their house because there's our 4.5, and then they probably have something similar like that. But what we're gonna do is try to walk our property line and see where this runs through our property line. There's a couple of neat little waterfalls here, but it's certainly a lovely surprise. All right, I figured I'd share this little area. It's pretty lovely. I think this might have been the area I was thinking that had a bunch of little waterfalls, which there are quite a bit here, little tiny ones, of course. It's a very lovely area. I think it's right on the edge of our property line, so there's our property line there, and then our property runs that way and up that way. Pretty nice, though. Well, we walked basically the whole property line, and that stream kind of cut back up and up towards the other corner where it starts. But as we were coming out, we found this skeleton here. I'm guessing it's a deer, but I have no idea.